Good morning, my awesome friends and followers of Sussex #1 YouTube channel. Still. And to my members, thank you very much for your continued support as we keep moving in the direction of non-bullshittery and transparency. And before we start off, I've got to let you all know now, it is Wednesday the 2nd of April, and it's handover takeover day in the Colt household. My son leaves his mother's house in the morning to go to school, and he returns to his father's house in the afternoon, where I will make some nice dinner later on. Yes, I've also got to go this morning and collect his bicycle from Halfords. Yes, his wheels is all getting fixed. Yes, the new bike that he got, the one he got for Christmas, which arrived late from Balt's Bikes. It arrived when did it arrive? I think it arrived the end of January. Yes, it arrived the end of January, this bike, so he hasn't had it that long. But there he was on his mountain bike, going through the woods, jumping, come down heavy on it, even though it had suspension. The wheels broke. When you take the tyre off the wheel, you've got the metal bit. Well, the metal bit broke, so I had to get it fixed and get it serviced. I've never had a bike serviced before at a shop, especially a plate push bike. Anyway, it's being done this morning. Crazy. Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, to get a adult bike, because he's an adult, 6 foot, over 6 foot, to get a bike serviced and the wheels fixed is £97. Can you believe that? I'll have to sell myself at Tesco's to pay for that. Anyway, yes, what a great day. Thanks for the message. Thanks for the emails. For those that didn't know, I phoned Fiona yesterday. Yes, yesterday was Ava Gardner, Fiona's birthday. And she didn't make a fuss about it. She just got on with it. Yep, so happy belated birthday to her. I'm saying belated birthday to you, so you know that it was her birthday yesterday, but it was her birthday yesterday. Oh, there we go. And this morning brings some slightly disappointing news. The actor that I watched many years ago on Top Gun, Ice, Val Kilmer, has passed away at the age of 65. What an awesome actor he was. I actually think his best movie, in my opinion, his best movie was Heat, where he they did the Paris fire maneuver, properly carried out, fighting in the streets and all. Heat, yeah, a great movie. To many people out there, when I say the word Heat, you all go, yeah, the movie Heat. But there's many veterans sitting there now going, high explosive anti-tank. That's what Heat stands for in the military. Anyway, yeah, that was a great movie. It's a shame he's passed away, but he wasn't well, and now I hate when people say, well, he's no more suffering. Well, this is the worst suffering ever, because whenever you pass away, everyone you leave behind suffers emotionally for many years. So it's not the worst, is it? Anyway, what else is happening? Germany. Never thought this would happen. But Germany, for the first time since the Second World War, have deployed their troops on foreign soil. They have. Germany have sent 5,000 of their troops to Lithuania to face off against the Russians, in case the Russians are thinking you're coming in that way. It's crazy, isn't it? Putin is ignoring Trump. For those that kept saying, oh, Putin and Trump's Putin's little puppet. No. Trump has issued warnings to Putin. Putin's issued warnings to Trump. They are not friends. And it looks like they're going to be they're threatening each other now with nuclear strikes. Trump's saying he's going to, for some reason, it got leaked that they're going to hit Iran nuclear site. And Putin's saying, well, you do that if you want. It'll be catastrophic for you in the US. So we're all in shit state at the minute. And at the same time, Keir Starmer's flying around on his little private jet, doing little summits everywhere. Okay, everyone. Let's get the disabled back to work. You got a wheelchair? You can still open a door. So, yeah, ordinary citizens are being hammered with taxes. It's April now. All the bills are going up. And we're paying for shit still arriving on our shores, aren't we? Yeah, we are. Shocking the way things are happening. And do you know what? I thought President Trump was going to stop this, but he hasn't done anything wrong in my eyes. But he's just laughing, because what he did was he had the files come across his desk, and he gets his pen and he looks at the files and he goes, the Prime Minister wants to sign off the charcoal silence. He says, well, if that's what he wants. Now, President Trump could have said no and threw it in the bin, because our Prime Minister's an idiot and saved the UK taxpayers billions. But President Trump turned around and he went, it's a terrible deal, but if that's what he wants, and signed it off. So the president has now signed off Keir Starmer's idea of giving away the Chagos Islands, which that means it's going to cost UK taxpayers billions of pounds every year. The only way to stop it now is our Prime Minister and our government to put a stop to it, because the president says if that's what you want to do it. Sad, isn't it? But there we go. And I'd like to point out that Virginia Giuffre, who is Jeffrey Epstein's sex trafficking employee, posted 3 days ago now on Instagram. 3 days ago. 4 days to live. Clock's ticking, Virginia. We're down to the last 24 hours now. Now, I think, now this is just me thinking out loud, so don't take this. This is just my opinion. I think she's lying about the 4 days to live. I think all the stuff on her face is possibly makeup. The Amber Heard effect, let's call it. The Amber Heard effect. And I think that in 4 days' time, she won't die, but all her social media accounts will be deleted and it'll be like she didn't exist. But let's be honest, everyone knows who you are now. You're the employee that hid all those other names from everyone, but you only went after Prince Andrew because he was in that circle and he was an easy target. And for those that say, why did he pay? Well, let's remember this. Not everyone is an arsehole like Henry Windsor. Imagine being the son, the favourite son of the Queen, and your mother is slowly but surely dying, and you're trying to make her last days on this earth as quiet as possible. But you've got some little tart making accusations about you constantly. It's all over the media. And you don't want your mother to see it because, you know, your mother's the Queen. Your mother gets to see the news. So you're having to sort of censor the news going to your mother by your staff and don't let her see this, don't let her see that, don't let her see this. How do we stop it? So I reckon that Prince Andrew, and this is my opinion, thinking out loud, I reckon he paid her off just to get rid of this shitty story. And this is what, and it happened with Michael Jackson as well. When the accusations keep coming in and you're sick of them, you just go, just take 10 million and fuck off. And that's what people do, just to get rid of these online stalking types. So, Virginia Giuffre, clock's ticking, less than 24 hours to go, never, ever mentioned any other clients, did she? No, she didn't. This little black book, everything was hidden, and she went with the one that was the most famous to get the closure of the money. Now, I do believe that there's other things coming out very, very soon, because if she's lying about being dead, clock's ticking, and she doesn't die, then she is another one that just keeps up making up stories. Anyway, we'll soon see, because the clock's still ticking. We'll soon see what happens. Yeah. This time tomorrow, she's either dead or she's not. Simple, isn't it? Yes. And what's amazing now, ladies and gentlemen, is this new story. Dr. Sophie, that's come out with all these allegations and to state that Harry is a bully. He harasses staff. He's a misogynoir and a misogynist. And what he does, how he tried to force Dr. Sophie to stick up for Meghan when she was getting a lot of shit. Now it's coming apart, isn't it? We're seeing it. The royal racists, how the clock has turned 100, I won't say 360 because that's back to the start, 180 degrees. It's went from being the royal family full of racists to these two full of racists. In fact, here we have a woman who's slightly tanned going around the world telling everyone she's a woman, she's a black woman. Now, if that's not racist, I do not know what is. Because before that, before she mentioned those words that she was a black woman, no one on the planet knew. It's a bit like men identifying as women. No one knew until you said. And she's played on it and played on it and played on it. But it's quite clear who are the online domestic terrorists. In fact, the fan base of the Sussexes have now been classed as a domestic terrorist organisation. Because not only if you speak out about the toxic duo, the Timu, Duchess and Duke, They don't just say, oh, Trevor's an asshole. They don't say Trevor's, do they? No, they phone the police. They say you've done this, they say you've done that. They try and find out where you work, and they phone your work, and they harass your employees. They harass your bosses. They make up stories about you having killed people in Norfolk and having killed people in London. They make up stories. They then phone around to different papers and say, have you seen this guy? Not only that, they then find out if you've got children, and they go after the school, and they harass the school, and they tell the school that such and such's dad's a paedophile. The things that they do, they are horrific, vile, disgusting stains on humanity. That's what they are, and that's the people that support them. And they are yet to call them out. They are yet to call them out. They went after Dr. Sophie. She had to delete her Twitter account and social media. I had to delete my Twitter account. I was attacked daily, for several years. Karma is a bitch, and it's coming for them all. Have a great day, everyone, and stay safe.